welcome to Health Watch. On today's edition, we shall be focused on the Cameroonian German Medical Society, which has undergone a 3 day workshop in Mutengene for health practitioners. The workshop is actually aimed at empowering health practitioners on managing obstetric emergencies. So we are going to dive into a report on that. That was in Mutengene yesterday, but it's a 3 days training actually. It will run, it will be wrapping up tomorrow. Yes, so they are all the way from Germany and they are taking this great initiative. Reason why we have to spotlight it on today's program. So let's dive into the newscast and we'll be right back. While waiting for the report, we shall now move over to our guest. Hello, madam, and welcome to the program.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me on the program.
Okay, you carried out a project on pregnant women initiative. Can you tell us what motivated you to carry out this project?
Well, Pregnant Woman's My Initiative is basically like a baby foundation that is starting to look into the emotional and mental health of pregnant women
Mhm.
because we have looked at it from a personal experience of pregnant women being focused on being catered by just their health, physical health, the baby and the child, they okay, and that's fine. Nobody thinks about the emotional stress of the mother. So that's why Pregnant Woman's Mind Initiative came about.
Can you share a powerful story from your outreach that highlights the impacts of the pregnant women initiative?
Yeah, the first outreach we had was in 2025 August, and there was this lady that shared how she lost two pregnancies because of stress, and the major stress was that she was always feeling hurt. She was always
Okay,
feeling pain, but nobody knew. Nobody was asking her what exactly was going on with her because she said she would always sit in the room and she's crying
okay,
because of fear. She said she was very scared of giving birth. That's just the imagination and the thought about it was always scaring her, and there was nobody to emotionally drill her on it, train her mind to know that it is a simple journey if you believe in it. And that is how we came about with Pregnant Women's Initiative to focus on the emotional health of pregnant women. And we are bringing therapists, we work with therapists
okay,
to talk to these women, teach them basics of emotional management on
okay.
themselves.
So now, how does this approach help to provides emotional support, like the victim you just mentioned? How does this approach
So
offer emotional support?
yeah, it's basically like taking them to a therapist. We have professional therapists that are able to manage these situations. Somebody that is going to take her through her fears, her her stress in pregnancy, in the emotional aspect of it. Every day you get relaxation exercises, you get routines that trains your mind that you can carry this baby and you can give birth to the baby.
How does this differ with the pre-birth? prenatal care?
For prenatal care, ANC generally, I think that for somebody, I've gone to the hospital once or twice and seen the procedures of how they just go, you do your test, the one or two tests that you have to do as a pregnant woman, and you sing your songs, they teach you to eat your balanced diet and proteins and all of that. And at the end of the day, you go back home. Nobody has really dig into, ask you, how are you feeling personally? What are the emotions you are dealing with while pregnant? And people just generally call pregnant women ekete, daga moto, and all of that downplays on a pregnant woman. It makes them feel little of themselves. It makes them feel like they are at the worst stage of their lives. But that's not how pregnancy is supposed to be. Pregnancy, a pregnant woman is bringing a life to the earth. Not everybody is privileged to do that. Not everybody is privileged to carry a child.
Yeah.
And so you cannot refer to a pregnant woman as jaka moto.
So how do
It's
you people
it's
simplify
emotionally
that?
downplaying. So we are coming in to say that don't call pregnant women like that. Don't
Mm-hmm.
refer to a pregnant woman like that.
Yeah.
I remember when my sister was pregnant, and when I'm walking with her on the street and somebody tried calls her by that, I'll get very angry because I don't like the name. First of all, I naturally didn't like the name. It's now that I'm beginning to discover more why I didn't like the name.
Mm-hmm.
And one thing is that it downplays a lot on the pregnant woman. It makes them feel less of themselves. Meanwhile, they are supposed to be the more important people in the society.
You carried out an outreach at I think it's Bukwango Health Center.
Mhm.
So there, what did you do?
Okay, so that was the first phase of the Pregnant Woman Smile initiative,
Mm-hmm.
where we brought therapists and midwives educators. The Pregnant Woman initiative is not just focusing on the emotional health, we are still going to incorporate the ANC routines. And so we still work with midwives to emphasize to these women to also take their ANC classes seriously, but we prioritize the emotional health. So at Bukwango, we went with a therapist from Diba Holistic Wellness Care, and she drilled these women, took them to therapy sessions and some therapeutic exercises that
So
helped them
what
a
was the
lot.
feedback?
At the end of the day, there was a lady, a pregnant lady there that came and she was breathing so profoundly. She said, "This is like if a fresh air just passed through her, like she has not been feeling this free. She just feels really free right now."
Okay. So now, how can communities now support pregnant women beyond medical care?
Like I said, communities should not regard pregnant women as Jaga Moto, first of all. And the name Ekete should stop. It's I think that it is a generally accepted name, but it's not appealing to the woman that is bringing life to the earth. Pregnancy is a very spiritual journey, and I know that the society, of course, everybody always respects pregnant women when they meet them. You go to the bank, pregnant women does not stand on the line. They don't follow some basic procedures. But then we don't know the emotional trauma or stress they are going through. So the least you can do to a pregnant woman, most especially, is listen. Sometimes they can rant and you say it's pregnancy. Yes, it is pregnancy because the
Why should
emotions are too much.
one provide a listening ear?
Because they are dealing with a lot of emotions at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
You yourself, just being a normal human being, you have the times that you are down, mood swings, and all of that.
Yeah.
Just being yourself. And then imagine a pregnant woman having another
In
human
line
being
with
in
this,
the room.
what's the significance of creating safe spaces for them?
Okay, the safe space is like bringing them in a space where they get to share their experiences as pregnant women. They get to talk about things that they don't like from the society, things that the society refer them as, and they don't really like it, but they don't have a choice because the majority had accepted it. So when you come together and you agree on something that I don't like this, and somebody else say I don't also like it, but I cannot say it because this is how it has been, and then at the end of the day you take it back. When one, two, three persons start rejecting the equipment, it's going to
But you know, it's
reduce.
difficult to deal with pregnant women. They have this mood
Yeah, the
swing.
impatience.
So, like,
I totally understand that.
so how can you go on with them without an issue? They have this mood swings. One time she's angry, and one
Yeah,
time she's happy. Oh,
that's one of the difficulties that comes with working with pregnant women. But working with an emotional therapist, she knows how to regulate these emotions with them. So I'm not just working by myself. I
okay,
have an expert that drills them during this kind of period.
okay. So, what's the vision behind this your project, and for how long you intend to implement it?
Like I said, it's like a mini NGO or foundation. I would like to put it that way.
Yeah.
That in the long run, we are going to have a whole space where pregnant women can always come to. Like, let me say, you get tired and you want to take a retreat.
Okay.
So you just go somewhere and you sit there and rest. So that's how it's going to be for pregnant women. And we are going to have this place where if you are really stressed emotionally during pregnancy, you just come there. You spend 1, 2, 3 days. We do emotional exercises and therapy with you, and you feel refreshed and you can go back home.
Can you tell us about the support, like the items you donated to them and why did you donate the items?
You see, when you are working with people that are expecting a baby,
Yeah.
you cannot just come and keep them and talk to them over 3, 4 hours
Mm-hmm.
and nothing at the end of the day. Especially because having a child too at
But you
this
had a
time,
choice of particular items that are
yeah,
related to them some way, somehow.
hmm,
So that's what I want you to talk on.
yes, that's what I'm talking about. And getting baby things this time around is very expensive.
Yeah.
So when you just see a pregnant woman and you get to talk to them, you even have the patience to sit and listen to you for a number of hours, getting something like the diapers to support them, it's a very important thing. I couldn't have gotten into buying clothes because it would be too vast and I would
Yeah.
not be able to put them together in different boxes to share. So the diapers is easier to give them personally each.
Okay, we are going to have a short break and we'll be back and we are going to move over to Mutengene to see what's happening there.
Hey, Royal TV viewers! Your voice matters, and now we want to hear it louder than ever. We've created a special WhatsApp feedback group just for you. Got opinions about our shows? Suggestions to make Royal TV better? Compliments, complaints, or hot takes? This is your direct line to us. Joining is easy. Simply scan the QR code on your screen right now, and you're instantly connected to the Royal TV community. Be part of the conversation. Influence our programs. Help shape the future of your favorite TV station. Don't just watch, interact, engage, be heard. Scan the code and join the Royal TV WhatsApp group now. When we dream alone, it is only a dream. But when many dream together, it is the beginning of a new reality.
Welcome back, dear viewers of Royal TV. If you're just tuning in, you're onto Royal TV Health Watch. So now we are going to move over to Mutengene, where the Cameroonian Medical Society for Medics, a non-profit organization based in Germany, recently empowered health experts in Cameroon on managing obstetrics emergencies. This is a laudable initiative, seeing those in the diaspora coming here to empower the health experts in this. And this training was launched last year in Mutengene Baptist Hospital precisely. And the coordinator for this program is Dr. Richard Mbu, who is strongly behind this initiative. So now let's have a news on this and we'll be right back. The Cameroonian Medical Society, Campomedics, a non-profit organization based in Germany, recently empowered health experts in Cameroon on managing obstetric emergencies. The training part of MedSkill Share project aims to enhance healthcare providers' skills in recognizing and managing emergencies like postpartum hemorrhage, mechanical obstetric emergencies, amongst others. Dr. Ricardo Mbu, the project coordinator, emphasized that this training enables healthcare providers to make quick decisions and work effectively in managing obstetric emergencies.
So the main objective of this training is to improve uh, the management of obstetric emergency. Through simulation, healthcare provider can practice how to recognize emergency early, make quick decision, and work effectively as a team without any.
The stimulation-based training covered life-threatening emergencies, postpartum hemorrhage, mechanical obstetrics, amongst others. Dr. Sebastien advised healthcare providers to remain calm when handling mechanical obstetric emergencies, while Dr. Christian highlighted the importance of managing hypertensive diseases in pregnancies.
Case I especially take care of mechanical problems under labor. How can we treat breech deliveries? How can we do a safe cesarean section? What should we do and how should we do it if the head is born but the shoulders get stuck?
So how do you do that? How do you do that? Can you just like elaborate?
Explain it. No, you have different techniques. Let's say when the head is out but the shoulder is stuck.
Yeah.
The most important thing is to remain calm, because it's nothing that needs to be addressed extremely quick.
Okay.
Yeah, even it appears as an emergency. The most important thing is to stay calm, to get help, to get other practitioners with you, to get another midwife, to get help, to call the diagnosis by its name. And then we have certain procedures like moving the legs, making the pelvis move in different directions so that the shoulders can be delivered. It leads up to techniques where you have to use your hands and put them inside and help the baby rotate through the pelvis the proper way.
On the people, first is the second leading cause of maternal mortality in Cameroon, pre-eclampsia and eclampsia. So it's important that healthcare personnel know how to manage it. First, recognize it and understand that it has complications and implications. And thirdly, manage it properly in a curative sense. So cure it when it happens and then try to prevent it before it happens.
Participants applauded Camphor Medics for enhancing their knowledge, expecting to implement the skills to save lives.
So we have when the baby come with breech, and we have different form of breech, and you have different form of maneuvers. If the baby come with the both legs, so you have different maneuvers. Now you just need to take the baby whole directly, and you drag. We have many maneuvers that you can use. You can either be doing up and down maneuver until when you see the head of the baby, you align with the vertebral column. You send your hand up and down so you can drag. Previously they were put inside the mouth, but now you put it here on top of the cheekbones and another hand up to deliver the baby. But now, if the baby comes with a complete breech, that is with the buttocks, you can just allow the baby to come down with gravity, where the mother will just be on the recumbent position, like kneeling down, and the baby will come out with gravity. Just a tank. We can thank them because we've learned a lot, and some was great revision, and that we can really go and implement it, and it will save life.
The Medskills Share project was conceived in the year 2025, with first campaign launched in September at the Baptist Hospital Mutengene. In Mutengene yesterday, it's actually a 3 days training for the health practitioners here in Bako Division, precisely in Mutengene, and has as host Baptist Hospital, which is one of the best medical institutions here in this part of the country. So this training, the simulation-based training, covered life-threatening emergencies, postpartum hemorrhage, mechanical obstetric emergencies. So I'm so happy seeing health experts from abroad, specifically Germany, coming here to empower those from those here on this particular issue, because it's actually an important issue actually in the health sector, because at times you see a lady giving birth, the child's arms remains inside, which is actually not good. But I was happy that these health experts all the way from Germany were here to do that, so I just had to like spotlight it on today's show. So now let's move over to our guest. Hello.
Hello, Sharon.
Yeah, you spoke of so much about your project. You actually didn't tell us about yourself. So maybe you can tell us about yourself.
All right. I'm Kelly Mang.
Okay.
I'm Kelly Mang, and I'm a journalist.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm a journalist, and I focus more on environmental reporting, and well, health is going to be part of it now. I've always been passionate about pregnant women, but I have been reporting more on environmental issues, working with Serious Radio.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's basically all about me.
So, but after carrying out this pregnant women project, what's the way forward for you?
Well, while we are still working on the project, we are still doing other media businesses. So I manage social media accounts, and I also work with how do they call, an environmental website online. We write
Like,
articles to
okay,
publish.
I'm talking in regards to the project, the
Okay,
way forward after
okay.
this.
The way forward for this project is we have to reach 10 communities in Boya, and we have to reach 100 pregnant women before the end of this year.
That's your target.
Yes.
Why the target?
So, in the number of, if we can say there are 1,000 pregnant women in Boya, we want to touch 10%, and from there,
And how do you intend to do that?
that's why I say we are going to reach out to 10 communities, and in that
What
10
methods
communities,
do you use to reach out to them?
we work with their health centers and the
Okay.
local heads. So before I went to Bukwango, I had to apply to the chief of Bukwango to
Mm-hmm.
grant me access to his community. And so that is what we're going to be doing for the rest of the communities.
Okay. So now, what's the long-term vision of this your project?
Okay, I think I already said that. We are going to be putting safe spaces, like a whole space where a pregnant woman can come there for retreat.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how can listeners get, how can viewers, sorry, get involved in this or support the project?
We are going to bring a lot of sponsors. Sponsors. That's basically what we need for this vision to be materialized, for a lot of outreaches that we have to do ensures transportation, ensures buying feeding for the women, the items we have to give the women, and sometimes what we have to give the local vets or the hospital that we are going to be using, because we are not going to just go house by house. We have to bring the women together in one space, and the spaces we are using now are just borrowing. So the hospital we are going to be talking to them in, we need resources for it.
Okay. Any word to the women and to the sponsors? Okay.
Potential sponsors.
Yeah, potential sponsors.
Okay, to the pregnant women, or to generally to women, I'll say that when you're pregnant, it's very important to always speak up and share your feelings. I know that people are not patient to listen to it, but still share it. They are going to say that you're nagging, you're ranting, but still share it, because I think that some people lose their babies because of emotional trauma or stress. So speaking up also helps you to relax and refresh, and helps the baby within you.
Okay. Dear viewers, thank you for watching today's edition of Health Watch. I would like to say that you should continue supporting the initiative of these people all the way from abroad, especially the Cameroonians from Germany. They're in the diaspora. They have did a lot in order to help us here in Cameroon to ensure that we have the best health here in particular. So I think those in the diaspora, I know you're watching me. I think you can do something to support the initiative. Try to like join the organization. So that's it today for Health Watch, and thank you very much, Madam, for joining us. And dear viewers, see you again. Love you. Bye.